Hey everyone, welcome back to Bourbon Battles. I'm Joe.
I'm Chad.
Hey, this is episode 2. We're going to get into continued round 1 on our budget bourbon tournament. Stick with us to see it. The first episode, we're going to run through these real quick, and you're going to know what we're drinking all the way through. Chad and I are not going to know until we crown a winner. So, real fast, Elijah Craig, small batch, $23.96. Larceny is $24.49. Jim Beam Double Oak, $16.99.
Got Benchmark Bonded. If you guys can get it where you're at, about $19.99, $20.
Maker's Mark, regular Maker's Mark, $22.99.
Old Granddad Bonded, 100 proof, comes in at $20.49.
David Nicholson could be a sleeper in this one, $22.99.
Wild Turkey 101, don't drink too much.
Stonehammer, the Bourbon Junkies keep talking about this being the best budget whiskey on the market. You can only buy this at Kroger, and it's $23.99.
Four Roses Yellow Label, $24.99.
Evan Williams, Bottle and Bond, 100 proof, $13.99. Maybe the favorite to win and the cheapest.
And regular old Buffalo Trace, $24.99.
Did you do Four Roses Yellow Label?
I did.
Awesome. So, hey, we're going to get right back where we left off, and we're going to just continue right along. If you didn't see episode 1, you might be left out, but hey, you have to go back and watch it. What is that?
It's a 7.
It is not. It looks like a sling blade.
And a 2. Both of them, 7 and 2. So there. So now you can't see.
1, that's 2.
Now that wouldn't make my, whatever. I don't care.
Oh, no, you're right. Yeah, do that. 7. It's not a 7. It's a psi.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
I am.
See what we see. Just a little dab will do you. What do you think? Get into them. People are waiting. That's got a fantastic nose. That's Maker's Mark.
I don't like the way that smells.
It's Maker's Mark.
I don't really like the way that smells either.
Number 2 is either a Jim Beam or a Heaven Hill product.
Oh, you got peanuts?
Half of them are Jim Beam or Heaven Hill. Heaven Hill is probably, I mean, would you say they're the best budget whiskey company there is?
Maybe.
This is probably, from my recollection of what we did this round, the hardest one to choose. Get our scorecard back up here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Have we been different every single time?
Almost.
And I think that's worth talking about. Chad and I sat down to come up with these 12 whiskeys.
Yeah, we collaborated.
So we knew.
And I can spell that.
Not right now. Give me gas. So we knew going into this that we really enjoy all these. The only difference being the Stonehammer. We didn't know what we would think about that. But since it's getting a lot of fame on the interwebs, we thought we'd throw that in there just to see how it stacks up. So we should be very close on all these because we really like it. What'd you score number this?
Number 7 or number 1? I gave it an 8. I like this whiskey a lot, and I'd pour it for a friend.
I gave it a 7. I gave the next one a 7.5. What'd you give it?
I gave the next one a 7.
So
it's a good daily drinker. I just didn't think it was as good as the first one. That's all.
So 7. Number 1, what you guys are seeing as number 1 is going to move on, but it was a very, very, very narrow margin. So good enough. Probably the narrowest margin we've had in this tournament thus far.
Thus far.
All right.
What am I having for supper?
What am I having for supper? What is this? This is a backwards money sign.
But that's a 3.
Did your mom have any kids that live?
But that's a 3. You know what I mean?
Is Jessica watching this?
Probably
What's
not.
the matter with your brother? Megan, what's the matter with your husband?
Hmm.
Neither one of them have an answer.
Which one is that? 3?
One.
So we're going to make number 1 actually number 3.
Yo, this won't be confusing at all.
It's not confusing at all. It prevents the shenanigans. That's all.
How? I have yet to understand how your theory works in real life.
Why'd you pour me so much of that one?
Don't drink it all. If you don't want to, dump it in the
Don't
spit
get mad.
bucket.
Don't get mad. Why are you so mad? You're not cussing. That's good.
It's coming. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
See what we see. Ooh,
Is it pretty good?
it's really, really good. I'm ready to pick whenever you are, Chief. You gonna drink this when we're done?
No.
I will. You already knew that, though, didn't you?
You like drink more than me.
On 3?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. Oh, we're the same. That was a no-brainer for me. I really enjoyed this one.
There's no burn on that. It's like drinking tea.
It's very, very, very good. So that's going to move on. Number 2, you know what it is now eliminated from the tournament. So that concludes round 1. So what we're going to do now is throw everything that moved on.
Round 1 is done.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's going to be a bye. Whatever the last whiskey in the bag is going to be the bye.
Is there a last whiskey in there?
There will be.
Oh.
Because remember, there was a tie.
Oh, yeah. We had a tie.
So whatever.
Tie creates a bye.
Whatever that is.
You like to rhyme all the time. Anyway, go ahead.
So whatever the last one drawn is will be the bye. Because
okay.
I don't know how else to do it. Do you?
Not unless we just pick one and move it up to begin with.
You want to do that?
We can whatever. We can just randomly draw one.
There you go. That's our bye.
What number is that?
S. We give that a really good score. All right.
Okay.
Here we go. What do you say? Here we go.
We're going into round 2?
So let's revisit these in the first round. You can revisit them. 6. Okay. So according to our first round scores, technically, number 2 should win. We'll see if that holds up.
We're going to call number 7 number 2?
Yeah.
You love it. And question mark. That's a right side up question mark. What's going on out there?
I don't know.
Are you upset?
This is fun.
You seem like you got gas.
I'm having fun, bud.
Pretty easy.
Hey, while we're sniffing on these first ones, we haven't said it in this episode. Do you want to explain to everybody why we don't know what we're drinking, why we're drinking blind?
Well, because we don't give a rat's ass what's on the label.
Just like good whiskey and bad whiskey. What's probably the most like the whiskey that everybody loves to hate that you like the most out of everything? Like something that gets a really bad rap, but you just really enjoy it.
Willet Pot Still? The original Willet Pot. Like the Heaven Hill Willet Pot
I
Still.
like them both. We both, I think, preferred the old one. People love to hate that stuff. I'd have to do some investigating around here. There's very few whiskeys that I just don't like. It's pretty tasty. You looking back at your notes?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to look back because I want to go back and compare later and see how close I rated them both times. You do you, though. I'm ready whenever you are. I'll tell you the only reason I picked what I picked because I thought it was a little less harsh. On 3? 1, 2, 3. We're the same. So this little guy is going to move on to the next round. And this one is going bye-bye. He gone.
It'd be interesting to know what's going on.
By the way, I ranked number 1 a 6.5 and number 2 a 7.
I rank number 2 a 6.5, and I rank number 1 a 5.5.
So we're very, very close on our rankings. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Chad's haircut versus 414. And if you don't know what Chad's haircut means, you're going to have to go watch episode 1 of this series. Do you remember that?
Nope. Remember what?
When we were at the bus stop and you got poison ivy in your hair after you cut a big swirl in it with some clippers?
I don't.
You don't remember that?
I don't.
You want me to call the Ultimate Warrior and see if they remember?
Who the hell's the Ultimate Warrior?
You remember? Somebody comes to the bus stop wearing an Ultimate Warrior jacket.
Idiots.
Chad and I rode the bus together since we were probably, 12 years old?
Old enough to know better?
Old enough to not be wiping poison ivy in your hair?
I was too young and I didn't know better.
You said you couldn't get it.
I didn't.
You didn't? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I like that. Mm. I'm ready when you are. These are very, very close in my opinion, but it was not hard to pick a winner. Let me go back and verify here. Yeah, I'm ready. You ready, Chief? Oh, you're please tell me that microphone's on.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, good. Because we did 2 episodes.
Okay.
On 3? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we're different. What'd you score number 1?
6. Not too bad. Nice to have around.
And what'd you score number 2?
6.5. So it's between that and a good daily drinker.
So let's do some math here. 13. We have a tie.
Really?
At 13.25.
0.25. Oh, because
I've been doing quarters and halves.
Nonsense.
Well, yeah, you knew the rules. Therefore, you guys know what these are. These are both going to move on to round 3. And worth noting is your haircut was a tie in the first round.
It's hanging on by a thread.
Living on a prayer. Hey, everyone, we just want to take a quick second to tell you about some interesting opportunities Bourbon Battles has for you, the viewer. And thank you so much for watching. Hey, if you go to our website at www.bourbonbattlesblind.com, right here, you'll see it. You'll find links to all of our social media, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikToks, and most importantly, Patreon. Make sure you check that out. Guys, join that Patreon community. It's $5 a month to get started, and you can be a part of an amazing community where we're doing some great things. We share whiskey. We do all kind of great stuff. It's very well worth your while. A couple other things we got for you. If you've never seen this before, this is Private Preserve. It's a wine preserver. I'm drinking a bottle of wine that's been open for over a month now, and it tastes like the day I bought it. But what's great about it, this is what you're interested in. You take your bottles of whiskey that you want to last for a very long time for long-term storage, take this bad boy off, give it a couple squirts, put your cap back on, and with that blend of nitrogen, CO2, and argon, it's going to preserve this for a very long time. You don't have to worry about your whiskey going bad. Also, make sure you check out the link for Hoosier Wood Guy, who's making these barrel heads. If you follow the link at our website to check these out, you get 10% off just for being a Bourbon Battles viewer. Hey, let's get back to the video. Hey, last one, round 2. Look at there. Numbers.
1 and 3. Can you believe that?
No. You ever think about not like to have a samurai sword?
Nope.
You haven't ever thought about that?
Nope. Not since their last videotaping.
So you know that. No, it's just going to be a surprise for later.
What's that?
I said it would be a surprise for later.
What are you talking about then?
Just to get you riled up, bud.
You know that works.
Huh? It's easy. Ready to get into these?
I don't know.
We're going to have a bye in the next round, too, because we got unless this is a tie.
Easy. Easy.
Mm. That's larceny.
Is that right? Tastes like peanuts. Don't forget the Jim Beam Double Oaks in there too.
I know. That could be a sleeper win the whole thing.
Pretty good drinking.
Ready when you are. Verify. Narrowest of margins for me. These are very, very close.
I am ready.
1, 3.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. We're the same. So this bad boy is going to move on. You guys know what we're drinking. And this one is out of the competition. And that's going to do it for our second episode. Our next episode, which will be part 3 of this series, we'll wrap the whole thing up. We're going to know what's what, who's who in the canoe.
Good enough.
So says Dolly. Hey, drinking bourbon is supposed to be fun. Do it with your friends. Do it responsibly.
You ever seen Dolly on a canoe?
Yeah. Don't drink and drive.
Nope.
If you drink, don't drive to the watermelon crawl.